every day do small thing, and every day improve this small thing, you will achieve a small result, and this small result moving like ripple effect other part of your body, your brain, where you have more power, more energy. The most part where people they becoming depressed is because they don't moving two part. One is the mind and one is the body.
Welcome back to Holistic Healing with Luam. And today I have Jacopo Isalio with me. He is an entrepreneur, author, and holistic lifestyle advocate. Jacopo blends profound business insights with holistic approach to health and mindset. Today we'll dive deep into mindfulness, discipline, and wellness intertwined to fuel lasting success. Welcome to the show, Jacopo.
Luam, thank you to invite me. I'm really appreciate. And my main goal, how I explain every time in the multiple podcasts I've been, is to give everything I have in my heart, in my mind, and my soul to your audience.
I appreciate that. I guess give us a little background. I know you have a multifaceted lifestyle.
Yeah, like my background is common background to every entrepreneur with only one different. I grew up in Napoli, where I coming from in Italy, with a lot of love from my family, and from over there, starting my steps like human being entrepreneur. First of all, starting my creativity through the sport. I becoming a professional. I try to become a professional, and from young age to 7 years old to 17 years old, I working. I live every minute of my life to becoming professional soccer. Leave my city, Napoli, in different other area in Italy to play, to try to becoming professional. And one big injury changed completely my direction of my life. Now I review everything, and this big injury is the light for me. But that time is no light, it's like darkness. And from over there, I change my direction because I am creative. I have this desire to create really from young age, learn a lot of book based on entrepreneur, based on people change other people's life, and starting my career in the jewelry space where I don't have any experience. My family is no family from business background, only one part of the family of my father, and they are a professional. And what's happening, I starting with, disagree from my family, but support from my family. What it means, no economic, only with heart and mind. And from over there, I started my career in real estate, sorry, in business in the jewelry, where I open one first shop, close the shop, slept on the second floor. Moving forward, I create after this, mistake. I create, a chain of jewelry in Italy with more than 20 shop, different kind of business in the same field. And in 22 years old, I started to invest in real estate in Italy. And around 2011, 2010, after I read one article, I'm moving, not completely, the first couple of years, to United States. I don't have any connection, don't speak English, nothing, and I create my business in real estate over here, where I invest in real estate, more than 355 flipping, create my portfolio of cash flow. I have a luxury broker company over here in Miami. And from over there, everything started. For the creativity part, and from good soul, where I achieve, where I arrive at this good soul with different kind of technique and the help of my mother and my father, they give me a lot of love.
I feel like we learn just as much from failing, especially in the entrepreneurial track, as we do from success. So, what did you learn from facing these challenges from jewelry business to soccer and all of these different aspects?
Yeah, a lot of things. First of all, in the field of soccer, I feel something important. Life is a changing process. If you don't adapt, you will die. Means so important to adapt every time during the path of our life. And this is happening to everybody. For me, I have the blessing because I am connected with the divine every day to receive this blessing in young age and structure my mind and my body and my soul to understand that the most important part to becoming successful in 12 aspects of our life, business, career, family, love, friendship, and the other one, is to be resilient. Something will happening in our life. Now the big change is how we uh, react and act to this situation. And this is I learned from the my first business where I create this big company from zero. And you need the trust, but don't give all the key of your life in some small hand. And the other part I learned is create every time multiple uh, income, multiple business, multiple networking relationship, because like this, whatever happening in one of these avenue, you will have other avenue to bring wealth. Because I'm believing 1000%. First of all, now create internal abundance, and I assembled one method called MPB in my book Healthy, Rich, and Happy. And after go and achieve the economic result. But it's so important to be abundance, internal and external, because without external abundance, you will becoming somebody possible share word and some action, but nothing more. This working really good in our day, but if you have more wealth, you possible touch more people. If you are good art, you are a soul where touch more people.
You talked about building internal abundance. Can you elaborate on that? What does that mean and what does it look like?
Yeah, Luam, I believe after mm, be an narcissistic, egocentric human being, like the grand part of society, no grand part, really big chunk, uh, to learn something important. Wherever you create external, means nothing if you don't create internal. And why I arrive at this conclusion? Because I arrive at the conclusion where I have something external, but something moving in my life when I moving from Italy to United States, and I feel empty. I feel sadness. Too, if I have the majority of result external people they want. And why I internalize this problem? Because I arrive at one point where I decide to be disconnect to the external part and be in connection with the internal. And for this reason, I create this method where every day, like today, I wake up anxious. I wake up almost, crying in my personal self. And I change completely my attitude, my capacity to connect now with Luam, before with another meeting, after with other people. Because if you don't create something like a break in your day where you possible every time go back when something happening external, you becoming emotionally connect with the external, and this is what it means you becoming turbulent inside. But if you have something clear where you have the possibility to every time to go and take energy source from this part, you becoming invincible. And two, if something bad happening external, you have something to recharge your battery. It's like, recharging.
Yeah. What are some daily habits you consider non-negotiable that helps you maintain your overall mindset?
Yeah. First of all, something changed completely in my life, and I will, until I will die, share with more people as possible. The good people and the bad people, because I'm more intentional to change. Bad is not a good word. I try to not utilize, but uh, different human being. Okay, why? The first is meditation transcendental. Meditation transcendental changed completely my direction of my life, my decision in life, my business, my relationship, my love, my friendship, everything. Because I go every day in the morning at 4:30 in the morning, go deeply inside me, and I go with an intention clear. Every day I have an intention clear, because life without intention means navigate without direction. Now, my intention when I meditate, I have something clear before to start it to meditate, close my eyes and I go in the flow, and the divine, God, wherever you are, Buddha or whatever you okay, give me idea inside this moment. This is non-negotiable. The other thing, I wake up now, I decide and I realize when I am more powerful and study, tell with a lot of clarity. I have an interview couple of weeks ago with Dave Asprey, with Dr. Porter of Brain Tap, where they really analyze and people they will work in general, not the majority, but in general, they working really good up 2 p.m. and after they have the down, and you need to recharge your battery. Now, morning for me is everything. Quindi it's not the same for everybody, but for me it's important, non-negotiable. Second of all, so important, pray. Use pray activation. I connect every day with the divine, with clear intention. I repeat, clear intention. The third one, Luam, is biohacking, different device I utilize in my life to encharge, empower myself, my spirit, my soul, everything. And the fourth one, exercise. This is the four I non negotiate with anybody. Two, when I am sick, I do all of them or part of them. Means two, for example, in the last couple of months I need an surgery to take out something from my body is not working correctly, and I do because I don't possible moving too much around, and I working with this thing to to 5-10 minutes a day with small exercise to put energy in the body. This is non-negotiable, because people they don't do this kind of thing. They possible have other kind of source, but remember, be healthy is the more powerful thing. If you don't have health, you don't have nothing. And this you create with action, and create the healthy mind, create the healthy body and external abundance. This is what I believe and what is happening in my life every day.
You mentioned biohacking, and it's a term I've been hearing quite a bit. Can you explain what that is and what your techniques are?
Yeah, biohacking. I will be now in Austin, the 28 to 30 May in Texas, where will be the most important convention, where I am part of Forbes Italy, and where I create one editorial called American Now, where we study technically people that succeed in business and in life. And biohacking is the process how you succeed through some kind of action plus device in life. What it really means, utilize your body, utilize your mind, utilize your soul with small tips and action and food, and some kind of device where this device bring you more energy in your body.
In days where you're having like super low motivation or discipline, what are some things that you do or habits that helps you reframe or quickly get out of that mindset?
Yeah. The quickly word, I think so, is nothing is quickly, means something. You need the time to recharge your battery. Now, how long depends from each human being, but in reality, some kind of technique they give the boost, sorry, for your energy. For example, when I feel some kind of emotion, sadness, uh, really no power, no energy, what I do to boost my energy is cold shower or put my face in cold water. These automatically give to your nerve sense some big change where you are not anymore in the state where you are before. Now, other small thing, and this is part of biohacking. Normally, is biohacking is a big, big house with inside a lot of things. Other small thing is like try to breathe correctly and try to utilize your breath where you're in charge. I mean, I have some techniques like the box breathing where they give me for 10 minutes the possibility to bring back my energy. This is the small, but the big one I never will change in my life too if I don't have the possibility to moving around wherever is the divine bring me will be meditation, because in the meditation I go in my mind where I don't have emotion, but I have only peace, in my heart.
I feel like discipline is very key to reaching success. Because if you have discipline, whether you're motivated or not, whether however you're feeling that day doesn't quite matter. And I feel like it's a muscle that you can exercise and build on. For people who are struggling with discipline, what are your strategies to building that muscle?
Do something small every day. Starting, if you don't have discipline, you build like a muscle. Muscle is like something where if you create a plan and you control, you will see the succeed you will have in your body, your aesthetical body, and your gross muscle. The same is with create routine in your life and build this kind the powerful thing to be success. Every day do small thing and every day improve this small thing. You will achieve a small result, and this small result moving like ripple effect other part of your body, your brain, where you have more power, more energy. The most part where people they becoming depressed is because they don't moving two parts. One is the mind and one is the body. Now, if you moving mind and body, you have the possibility to go out of phase of depression or phase of inactive life, because a lot of people in particular in this moment they are inactive, and inaction comport nothing. Action through good or bad will give result. Will be better do wrong action than do inactive for your life.
Reflecting on your journey, what you've learned and accomplished, what does true wealth look like and feel like to you?
Yeah, this is beautiful question, Luam. Why? Because I don't uh, mix. I don't consider my mind, my capacity to be wealth with other people external they wanna bring me. What this means is this: when a lot of people today they see social media, they see external, and they believe have a Porsche, have a Ferrari, have a house with the water means becoming success. This is a part, and I don't. I am a part, and I create this part in my life. The beautiful thing I want to be honest for myself. What this means. Freedom. Freedom means for me decide every day what I want to do and decide where I want to go and which kind of family around me bring with me. This is give me more energy and I work every day, Luam, to do this. Means for me have a lot of value freedom. I value like in my part of here. I will be if I don't have a beautiful car, I will prefer the freedom to do and decide what I want every day. For me, this is means have becoming wealth. For other people, maybe means something else, but the meanings of everything depend from us. What we decide this word means for us. For me, means freedom.
Yeah. I That's why I like asking different people what their meaning of success and wealth is because everyone has different values. And sometimes, people place that on external things. And like you mentioned in the beginning, it's like you have to build that prosperity is a mindset. It's like you have to build it internally first, or no matter what material things you have, it will never, you've seen people gain a lot of money, but they're not exactly happy or fulfilled. So I think everyone has to decide what it is that they value the most. Um,
And Luam, what you share with the people now is true, and in the same time, poor people they decide to live poorly because they decide. Is reality. I believe in this. Poverty is a scarcity of mind, and when you become you don't have enough energy in the mind. You becoming no wealth external. I am really connect with this idea.
yeah,
In my first part of my life, I try to achieve economic result because during my path of my life, a lot of different human being, hurt me really bad because I coming from normal family and I have never missing nothing, but I don't possible have something more, something I see in other people I don't have. And I have this anger initially in my life where I want to achieve. I want to have a car. I want to be have this amount of money. I want to create the company. I remember like yesterday at 22 years old, I already have uh, 7 or 8 shop. And after becoming big this company, and I feel my chest like this where I coming and I feel so satisfied, but this path bring me to one point where my mind is not working anymore correctly. And now what this means is this: you possible achieve without internal abundance external, because a lot of narcissistic, egocentric people they do. But at one point of your life, I don't know when will be the last day of your life or this life, or it will be maybe during your path when you lose your mother, your father, your grandfather, your child, because life is this, you will feel this empathy. And if you don't create the energy every day with something concrete, you become really vulnerable for everything. And life will bring something good and something less good. And it's important to create something to build in external success, but from the internal part.
I'm a big believer in energy, frequency, vibration, and money is just energy. And,
Okay.
you're gonna attract, if you're attracting scarcity, Being poor, it's you're attracting that, and you have to raise your frequency, your vibration, so you can be in the same frequency as the money that you're attracting.
And Luam, you know what? I'm really curious about what you share with me, and I do like a job. I am entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, and investor in real estate. And what's happening? House they have in their world the energy of people. People they don't understand, but the reality is like this. I don't know if you sometime go in some house of somebody where you feel something really you know different.
Yeah.
And because I am like uh, buy property in different way and in different situation, I go sometime property I buy or whatever is the case building, and I see this energy inside and something beautiful happening. And this is we spoke with my fiance, like when we change the environment inside, when we started to fixing, when started to open and bring the light, everything change. Means like energy is live, remarkable in place, remarkable situation, remarkable energy. And sometimes you have the only option to change this energy of frequency. What it means is this one. Two, when you are connect with people, they don't have good energy, they don't bring, they don't lift you up, they don't follow you in your dream. You have two options: or you becoming like them, or you leave them during your path of your life, and you becoming who you want becoming.
Yeah, everything is energy. Like I'm one of those people who can feel the energy in a room, in people, and even in cities. Like different cities to me when I travel have different energy that is a collection of all the people's energy in that city. So everything in this world is energy. I like to think of it as like this ocean that we're swimming in. And but yeah, that's I can definitely understand what you mean by that. Um,
Yeah. And the reality, the sensible part of human being is arrive the majority of time from the opposite of light, you know? And when you reframe your path of your life, when you reframe your mm, thing happening in your life, you will becoming more open and more connect with the this form of energy. But it's important because sensible human being they have something more uh, to be connect, but not in interconnection with the bad, not bad word, but different emotion, different sensible energy, because you need to put something from you is this energy, because if you like me or like you or like other people they are sensible. I define myself sensible but pragmatic investor. You will not continue your path. I mean, it's important to feel small time, but try to find every time light energy to bring you what you want in your life.
yeah, that's why I'm a big proponent in spirituality because it gives you a somewhat of a bird's eye view to where you can see the interconnectedness of everything. It helps you see that there is no good and bad. Everything is happening for you, and you start to see how energy and how we're all intertwined with this universe. So it's
I'm agree with you, and I am too in the different direction every the world tell right now. I think so. We will have beautiful light soon because we go through different phase of our society, and now I will imagine new light because I see a lot of too young generation, too if a lot of news they don't talking about, where they started to find meaning in their life and to connect with something. We don't call God or other name, we call whatever we want, but to understand that without how you share really poetic and powerful the possibility to see everything on top, we don't have any kind understanding where we're going in our life. It means when we don't understand where we're going, why we are over here, and we frustrated, we are negative emotion. But if we are connect every day with something bigger, and I am completely disagree with sometimes I love to read uh, phrase in the history they talking about something. For example, sometimes I read religion, they are the food of poor, is not really true. Religion, wherever is the case, religion in energy, in the divine, in the Buddha, in Muslim, whatever is the case, is something to feed your soul and to becoming more powerful. If you act with the correct word and action, you find the big in the big book they are outside over there, because I am believing in creation is part of the divine, and we are the part of this creation.
Yeah. Well, Jacopo, this has been an amazing conversation. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Before we close it out, is there anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Yeah, I will leave. First of all, find something bring you energy every day, some method. Uh, Second of all, I really ask your audience to help me in the process to buy the book Healthy, Rich and Happy, because this book have meaningful message. This is not for me. It's something I receive, something I donate all the profit of the book to an association over here in Miami. And I know this book have two parts inside. One part where is related to create the internal part, and the second part how you create the internal part through real estate and business. And I think so, because I am sensible, pragmatic. I think so. We know people that will read, they will have a lot of result because in my moment of my life, contribution is the part where is coming everything.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jacopo. And for the listeners, I will have his information in the description. Thank you for listening.
Well, thank you.